I'm ready to start this message. But I'm a little concerned because I don't want y'all to think I'm in a I don't want to use the word rut, but I'm in a vein. Let's put it like that. I just keep the weather, okay? And I know last week I mentioned some things about the weather, but there's some things in the weather that just keep bringing revelation to me. Amen. You know, and I keep thinking about the way Jesus taught his disciples and the people in parables. He talked about something that everybody would be familiar with in order for him to impart a kingdom or spiritual truth to them. And I pray that these revelations or these insights I've been getting concerning the weather allow me to do the same thing to you, is to impart to you some spiritual truth, some kingdom understanding based on something that everybody's familiar with, so that we can all grow in grace and in the knowledge of him. Amen?
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
The weather has been so nice. I played golf yesterday and had a good time. Played with a couple preachers and a real good friend of mine. And then we had another gentleman. It was actually 5. They like you to play in 4s, but they for some reason, we had a 5th with us yesterday. So we just kept on playing and did the best we could. It's kind of hard to, deal with 5 different balls going in 5 different directions. But the young man kept on talking about the weather. And every time he would say something about the weather, I would contradict him.
Well,
I couldn't help myself. I know my wife probably did, but you contrary anyway. But it's so hot. See, this is my thing. And maybe y'all can see it from my point of view. If you know it's hot before you leave the house, and it's going to bother you, stay in the house. That's the way you know what I'm saying? Because remember I said I made a commitment to myself that I will never complain about the summer being hot. It's summertime. It's supposed to be hot. Okay, brother, am I right? It's summertime. I'm 60-something years old now. And every summer in my 60-something years has been hot. I never lived nowhere else but the United States. I can't say what it would be like in some other place. But everywhere I've lived, and I've lived in several different places, I mean up north, Chicago and that area. You know what, right now Chicago, it is hot. Hot. It's summertime. So why complain about it? We ain't talking about it. This is don't even compare. Because there will be national, I still don't know what national teeth be, but when Jesus said it, I think about it, I don't want to gnash my teeth. But every so he will say, man, it is so hot. And I said, you know what? It's a very nice day. We got robin egg blue skies. Oh, is it robin egg? Something blue skies. I mean, we just had beautiful blue skies. And it was just a wonderful day. But I've noticed something else about these hot days. And I don't know if you've noticed it, but during the day, it's beautiful and hot. But sometime during the day, at any given time during the day, if your ears are in tune, you can hear thunder. And every now and then, you will see lightning. And it was a funny thing because the other day, 4th of July, we went down Brookdale Way to Hat Creek and played golf. And it was beautiful. But over in the distance, we heard thunder, and we were on like 17 or 18, and we saw a lightning bolt come all the way down to the ground it was far enough away, but when we said, glad it's almost over. So we got in the car, came back, and it was a funny thing because as I got off the expressway on 501, dry as a bone. Soon as I got to like the light where Walmart is, you could tell that it had poured down rain. So in other words, what I'm learning is that in the most hottest and most beautiful days, there's still room for a storm. In the most wonderful, beautiful, enjoying time of the year, there are still storms that are taking place all around us. So as I was studying, I want you to turn to the book of Mark, chapter 4. In much the same way that we talked about last week, how Jesus taught in parables, and he wanted to make sure that the disciples had a clear understanding of what he was talking about. I'm trying to impart to you that I'm not really talking about the weather, but I am talking about the storm. The storm is important because, like I said, even on the most beautiful day, there is a storm. Like I say, we're in one place, but we can hear the thunder. And what God showed me is that sometimes everything in your life is wonderful, but not far from you, somebody's going through something. Yes, somebody's going through a storm.
Yes, sir.
While you're enjoying, somebody else is having a storm. And there, what turns around, sometimes they're enjoying sunshine, blue skies, and you're going through a storm. The Bible says that it rains on the just and the unjust. Jesus taught a parable one day, said, if you'll listen to my words, I liken you unto a wise man. But if you don't obey my words, I liken you unto a foolish man. And he gave an example of what takes place if you do or if you don't listen. And the foolish and the wise man went through the same storm. It rained, the wind blew, it thundered, it lightened, but because the person that listened to him built his house, his foundation on a rock. But the one that did not listen built his foundation on sand. And if the same storm hits a person with a house, a rock house, or a sand house, it says the sand house was destroyed, and great was the destruction of it. That's just a lesson on that we got to get back to obeying. I thank God that we are not a church that is holy only on Sunday.
Amen. Amen.
I thank God.
Amen. Yes,
I keep seeing example after example. It bothers me. I know we're on Facebook, and I hope don't offend nobody, but I see too many examples of people that I know are in church today, right now, but there's no evidence in their life that they know Jesus by their lifestyle. You can't drink, smoke, cuss, sleep around, do all this stuff and claim to know Jesus. You're out of court. You out of court. You're in line for judgment. But I thank God that dominion knows and understands holiness. That we live and stand for righteousness. In the book of Mark, starting with verse 33, it reads as follows. It says, and with many such parables spake he the word unto them, as they were able to hear it. But without a parable spake he not unto them. And when they were alone, he expounded all things to his disciples. So in other words, when he was talking about the weather, or the farming, the sowing the seed and different things, and likening the kingdom to this and likening the kingdom to that. They did not understand it, but he would pull his disciples together and he would expound all things to them. And he wants you to know all of the mysteries of the kingdom of God. There is nothing he wants to be held back from you. He wants you to have a full, complete, and total understanding of what God has for you.
Yes.
It's in the kingdom. Everything you need is in the kingdom. And he wants you to know. So he would teach in parables. He'd talk about whether it was something seemingly innocuous, but he had a point that he was trying to make. Just like today we're talking about a storm. I noticed the storm. We were last night, it was so nice. We went to a little cookout, had a good time there, got home, and sitting out on our sun porch, and we could hear thunder and lightning and see lightning all around us. I don't ever remember if it really just did. It never hit where we, but we could hear it. There was a storm somewhere. There was a storm somewhere. We could hear it. We could see evidence of it. But it didn't hit us. But thank you, Jesus. But today,
Glory. Come on now.
who knows?
Come on, listen. Listen.
He says, and the same day, say the same day.
Same day.
When evening was come, he said unto them, let's pass over to the other side.
Yeah.
And when they had sent away the multitude, they took him even as he was in the ship. And there was also with him other little ships. So they took him in the ship. He said, let's go to the other side. We'll teach some parables over there. You know, those that know the story, if you read it carefully, they went through a real storm, really for one man. It's the most to me, one of the most wonderful stories in the Bible. They endured a hurricane to get to one brother. Imagine what God will go through to get to you. He risked the life of all 12 of his disciples.
Thank you, God.
Plus some mofo. Because there were some little boats that was with him too. The story centers on the boat that Jesus was in. But the Bible says there were other little ships along with him. So there was some other folk that connected themselves to where Jesus was going. And they never talk about what took place with those little boats. But I got a feeling because Jesus was in the big boat, I think the ones in the little boat was all right.
Yes, sir.
Our Bible would have told us that the little boats capsized and sunk if that's what would have happened. But I believe the fact that they had connected themselves to the boat that Jesus was in. You got to connect yourself to the right boat.
That's it.
Excellent.
It's a connection, thank you. There's a connection that needs to be available that you need to take advantage of. That connection is being connected to the one that suffered and died for your behalf. So the Bible says that while they were transversing across the sea, out of nowhere, just like when we were playing golf, out of nowhere, storm came. So the Bible says there arose a great storm of wind, and the waves beat into the ship, so that it was now full. And he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow.
Come on.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Sometimes when you read the Bible, I want somebody else to get excited about reading the Word. Sometimes when you read the Bible, watch Jesus. Just start reading and just look at his mannerisms and imagine the way he walked, the way when he interacted with the religious folk, when he interacted with the Sanhedrin, the Pharisees and Sadducees. Just imagine his demeanor. He wasn't no joke. They thought they took him lightly a couple times. But they was quick to find out who he really was. Oh yeah, we're going to go into church and sell some turtle doves and change money and then do some stuff up in the church house. See, there's stuff going on in the church house that folk think that they're getting away with it. But the day is coming, Mr. Church Man, when he will come over and turn the tables over. He didn't just take, they say he went in there with a bullwhip. When he was through, there was not one table standing, and everybody that was
Wow.
Through, son. Through.
Rearrange
ain't no
furniture.
joke.
Rearrange furniture.
He talked about you real bad too. He said you ain't nothing but a whitewashed sepulcher. He said you look good on the outside, but on the inside there's nothing but dead men's bones. Get behind me, you serpent. Vipers. He called them snakes right to their face. Then his main man, old Peter, had something to say. Old Peter was on, Peter was quick. Peter was quick. Listen, Jesus was like, now this is what's going to happen. I got to go take care of some real serious business. I got to take care of salvation for eternity. That's what he was talking about. Peter. No, Lord, If you go into town and they try to arrest you, we gon'. So I like the we gon'. Because when something happens, we gone. But you know what he said to him? He said, he didn't say get behind me, Peter. He said, get behind me, Satan. I know who you are. You might be walking around looking like Peter, but you ain't talking about what Peter's supposed to be talking. Peter been with me for over 3 years. He ought to know a little bit better than that. So Jesus was smooth. He was the baddest man ever born. Jesus. So they ran down to him because he was asleep on a pillow. The storm didn't bother him. He wasn't having no issues with the storm. He knew storms are part of, I could see him. He was down there asleep. Boat tossing, turning, water coming in the boat. He was in the hinder part of the ship. You know, we got to get to where, when we know we got Jesus in the hinder part.
Come on.
When you know you got Jesus asleep on a pillow, maybe we won't respond to every crisis the way we do.
That's real word. For real.
You know, if we know that he's somewhere close by, maybe we won't be so easily, oh my God.
Yup. There you go.
So he's asleep on a pillow, they woke him up. I think they probably were laughing at each other like, Bruce, Mike, Jesus downstairs. He might not know it's a storm. Would you go? Why don't you go down? Why don't you go down there and wake up the master? I don't think okay, y'all just bear with me. I just tell you, this is how when I'm reading scripture, I see things, and God we just have so much fun together. But he's like, I can see him, he's like, maybe he don't know. Because that's what come on, when you got going through a storm, don't you be thinking maybe Jesus don't know what I'm going through right now.
He can't see.
He can't see it.
He can't see it, but why?
He in there, he's asleep on a pillow. Don't he know what I'm going through? Don't he see what she said? He ain't been on my job lately with these crazy folks. Where is he? Why is he asleep on a pillow and I'm going through this storm? That's what they was thinking. Jesus down there asleep. You go down there and get it. Go wake him up. Because he don't know it's a storm. He must not know. Yeah, he must not know. So somebody, go on down there. Go on. Hey, dang. Who'd you? So when they woke him up, they asked him a crazy question. They said, Master, don't you care about us? Okay, they said it like this. You know when they talk old English. Master, carest not that we perish. In other words, the storm is going to kill us, Lord, and you don't seem to care. Is that what they were saying? We about to die. There's a storm all around us. The ship is overloaded. We got little ships out here, they struggling. We all struggling, and you sleep on a pillow. You know why you sleep on a pillow? Because he wasn't worried about it.
Amen.
He got up. I can see him get up, got a little garment together, stepped on up to he probably looked around like,
yeah.
Really? Have I not taught you anything in the over 3 years we've been together? Didn't I send you out with no money? Didn't I tell you that you would tread on serpents and scorpions? Didn't I tell you that nothing shall by any means harm you? Didn't I give you power over all the power of the enemy? I'm talking to my disciples. I'm talking that y'all should know better than what you know. Why are you afraid? Yes, it's a storm. Yes, you're going to face storm. Every day when it's sunny, it's a beautiful day. But guess what? Somewhere right now, there's a storm going on. He rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. So he took care of the situation. He handled the storm. The storm is now under control. But now, I got to deal with you disciples. I took care of the storm was no big deal. Oh yeah, y'all thought y'all was going to perish. I want you to follow the reasoning of the text. Y'all thought y'all was going to perish. So I'm going to take care of the storm for you. Y'all, perish now that we perish. I'm going to take care of that. But once I get the storm taken care of, I'm coming back to you, Mr. Disciple. And I got a question for you. Why are you so fearful? Mr. Disciple, Miss Disciple, Miss Dominionite, got a quick question for you. Why are you so fearful? So I'm going to do a side because a lot of times when I'm preaching to y'all, I'm just inviting y'all into my story. I'm just inviting y'all into what I'm dealing with.
Come on.
Because I've been getting, my phone been ringing about something. I ain't going to go into no detail because I don't want to put that weight on y'all. But I ain't been answering the phone. I see the number, I said, oh, Jesus. I ain't gonna give it to you. I started to, but the Holy Ghost said, don't give it to her.
It's the Holy Ghost.
So, but I still wasn't ready because Jesus had to talk to me.
Yes, sir.
See, sometimes he got to talk to me. I can't talk to you till he talked to me. And he asked me a question. He said, why ain't you answering the phone? Why are you so fearful?
Come on.
Mr. Bishop, preacher, pastor, man.
Come on, son.
What are you afraid of?
Come on, Bishop.
Pick up the phone and tell the man, my God got it.
Got it. Got it.
You call me every day, every morning, but until my God steps in, I ain't got nothing else to say, but my God shall supply all of my need according to his riches and glory. I expect God to do a miracle in this situation. And I got to learn to speak to it.
Come on, Bishop. Sir, come on.
Y'all be getting me sit down somewhere.
Come on, sir. Come on, sir.
He said, why are you so fearful?
Wow.
Now, he asked him two questions. He said, why are you so fearful? And how is it
Woo. Here we go.
that you have so little
Jesus.
faith?
Jesus.
A little storm come up. I'm not the only one. Y'all got storm, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Come on, son.
That's why sometimes he got to remind us. Like I said, he was talking parables. Yeah, I was talking about the weather talk. But he was saying, I want you to know about the storm, and the storm is coming, but there's a way to handle the storm.
Yes, sir. Come on.
You are not by yourself. I'm in the hinder part of the ship. I'm asleep on a pillow, and I know about the storm.
Me too.
Jesus. Come on, God.
He said, but you know what? He said, what I was trying to let my disciples know was they did not have to wake me up. I had already given them all the tools and equipment that they needed to deal with the storm. But you know what? Two things prevented them from being able to deal with the storm. They were fearful, and they had little faith. The next time a storm comes at you, ask yourself the question, why are you so fearful? And where is your faith? I love the disciples. If you can't see yourself in the disciples, poor Matthew and Thomas and Nathaniel, James and John and the other James and the other, you can't see yourself in them. I wonder about you. Because they, even after all that, they got rebuked by Jesus and they feared to see him. And said one to another, what manner of man is this? We ain't never met no brother like this. We have never been in the presence of anybody like this. What kind of man that even the wind and the sea obey him? He had just told them. And that's why that's why we reiterating this morning. He just got through telling them that you had storm, they still are looking at themselves. And the way to deal with the storm, you have to stop looking at yourself and start looking to Jesus. But don't wake him up. Wake yourself up.
Oh! All right, son. Come on, preacher.
Don't wake him up. Wake up. That's what's on the inside of you that can bring about the change that you're looking for.
Stir it up. Stir it up.
For those that are going to post this on YouTube, the title of this message is Speak Faith to Your Storm.
All right now.
Did you write that down?
Yes, sir.
Speak faith to your storm. What is your storm? What are you dealing with? Learn to speak faith to it. Do you have a health storm? Are you dealing with a health situation? Are you dealing with something on the inside of your body? Speak faith to it. I got this scripture for you, just for an example. It says, bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all of his benefits, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases. When you got a disease that's trying to take advantage of your body, speak faith to it. With his stripes I'm healed. These signs shall follow them that believe. You got to speak faith to that health.
Yes, sir. Word, sir.
Thank you, God.
Are you dealing with an emotional storm? Oh, we are sometimes dealing with heartbreaks and situations that we at our last there we need nerve pills and we have a nervous breakdown. We have emotional disturbances and emotional, they even got it diagnosed on the children now. ED, not the ED, not that ED, but it's emotional disturbance. And talking about emotions, they're saying that children aren't able to deal with their emotions. And we have to give them special therapeutic day treatment classes in order to help them deal with their emotions. And they're struggling with their emotions when the answer is in the Bible. The Bible says, and the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. You don't have to go through an emotional storm by yourself. God got you. If you can't handle it by yourself, go ahead and wake up the masters. Say, Master, I'm going through an emotional storm and I'm struggling with fear and lack of faith. I'm waking you up on the inside and asking that you help me get through it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Help, Lord.
Do you have a worry storm? Sometimes we have a worry storm. We worry about things. The Bible says stop worrying about stuff. By worrying, you can't do nothing about it. But nothing by worrying about it. You might as well just turn it loose. You might as well let it go. You can't get nowhere worrying about nothing. Nothing worry won't get you nowhere. But you do have to deal with worry. And sometimes worry gets to you. Sometimes you struggle with worry. Sometimes you find yourself tossing and turning instead of sleeping good because you're worried about something. Something is bothering you. And you just can't get the answer to the situation. But the Bible says, be careful for nothing. Write it down. The last one was Philippians 4:7. This is Philippians 4:6. It says, be careful for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God. Give it to God and let it go. Let him deal with it. He'll sleep on a pillow through your worry storm. He'll lay it down
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He'll do it.
Hallelujah.
He'll do it.
What about a financial storm? Is anybody facing a financial storm? There's money that's due that you don't have. There's money that somebody calls on you. Yeah, you signed the papers. And when you signed the papers, the sun was shining. Or I might be talking to myself. When you signed the papers, it was a bright sunny day. Only thunder you heard was way off. There's family storms. You don't have to worry about your family, your kids, your spouse. You don't have to worry because the Bible told, God told Abraham in the Bible that through him all the families of the world will be blessed. You're having trouble in your family, start speaking blessings over your family. Stop arguing with your kids. Stop arguing with your spouse. Start to speak blessings over them. The Bible says my family will be blessed. I'm not going to let you get to me no more. I know God got it. I'm not going to worry about my family because my family is blessed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What about a job storm? Anybody dealing with stuff on their job won't make you want to quit. Somebody just acting up. You know when something's going on your job and it makes you want to quit. You know what the problem is? You have found yourself working for the job. You have found yourself working for that boss. And that's not who you should be working for. The Bible says that you should be working unto him. And you should be giving it all to him. The Bible says, therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. Even though you might be an XYZ Corporation, you don't work for XYZ Corporation. XYZ Corporation, not your boss. It's just a vehicle that God has provided to bring financial stability to your life, but you work for the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. You're going through something on your job, speak life and faith to it. Every storm, there's an answer in this word for any type of storm that can come on your life. You got to speak faith to it. And you can't be fearful. But even when you're fearful and don't know what to say, go ahead and wake up Jesus. Because he's already on the inside. He's on the hinder part. He's laying on a pillow waiting for you to call on him. Say, everyone that calls upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Right. Call on him.
Speak faith to your storm. Give God a hand clap of praise. Give him glory. Give him glory. Hallelujah. 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 Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy and righteous and wonderful name. Amen.